What? Here? This is Fuddruckers. What part of Fuddruckers don't you understand?
All of it.
If you grew up in the 80s or 90s, chances are you remember Fuddruckers, the burger joint that proudly called itself the home of the world's greatest hamburgers. And who could forget their cheese sauce? Perfect for your burgers and heck, even your fries. But today, only a few remain in North America. So, what the heck happened to Fuddruckers? Before we dive in, take a second to like and subscribe to What the Heck Happened, the channel giving you bite-sized lessons on the downfalls of our most nostalgic brands. Founded in 1980 in San Antonio, Texas, by Phil Romano, Fuddruckers was unlike anything else at the time. This wasn't your average fast food burger. Fuddruckers made burgers huge with fresh beef ground in-house daily, buns baked from scratch, and toppings served on a legendary fixings bar where customers could load up as much as they wanted. It wasn't just a meal, it was an experience. Giant burgers, arcade-style vibes, and an almost over-the-top American approach to dining. By the late 80s and early 90s, Fuddruckers had expanded rapidly, with hundreds of locations across the US and even internationally. But like so many ambitious chains, cracks started to show. One big problem? The concept was expensive. Fresh ground beef, scratch-made buns, and large dining spaces drove up costs. While fast food rivals like McDonald's and Burger King could serve cheap burgers fast, Fuddruckers positioned itself somewhere between fast food and sit-down dining, and that awkward middle ground got harder to sustain. Ownership also changed hands several times. Phil Romano sold the brand in the mid-80s, and over the years, different parent companies tried different strategies. Some leaned into franchising, while others tried to cut costs, but none could quite recapture the magic of its heyday. By the 2000s, Fuddruckers faced heavy competition from the better burger boom. Places like Five Guys, Smashburger, and Shake Shack. These newer chains had sleek branding, simpler menus, and smaller footprints. Compared to them, Fuddruckers started to feel a little dated. The Great Recession hit hard too. Sales dropped, locations closed, and in 2010, Fuddruckers' then-parent company filed for bankruptcy. A new buyer stepped in, but the chain never truly recovered. By 2020, there were fewer than 100 locations left, and most people assumed the brand was finished. But then came a surprise. Fuddruckers was sold again, this time to a former franchisee who promised to revive the chain with new energy. Today, a handful of Fuddruckers restaurants are still operating, mostly in Texas and a few scattered cities. Loyal fans still rave about the burgers, the buns, and of course, that fixings bar. So, what the heck happened to Fuddruckers? It's the classic story of a restaurant that aimed big, literally, but couldn't keep up with changing tastes, rising costs, and fierce competition. Yet in true underdog fashion, it hasn't completely disappeared. Maybe the world's greatest hamburgers will get another shot at glory.